change the colors of the sky.
At number 16, it's four of Ireland's most famous sons, Westlife.
The ways I loved you, for all the
Although they've dropped 3 places on our list from last year, the boys' earnings are set to move in the opposite direction, having recently released a new album.
What about now? What about today?
Next 12 months are really going to be lucrative for the boys. Shane told me that they're going to release maybe 5 singles off this album, so they're going to keep it and let it run for as long as the year goes on.
I think it's full steam ahead. It's like a cruise. They've had a year off. They've had a year off the boat, and now they're getting back on for another trip around the Caribbean.
Since forming 10 years ago, the Westlife Boys have become one of the biggest selling acts of all time. They've sold over 40 million records worldwide and hold the record for the most consecutive #1 singles. All of which means that Shane, Nikki, Cian, Mark, and formingly Brian have been doing pretty well for themselves.
Westlife were very clever because Louis Walsh made sure they all got great deals. So before they'd even recorded a song, they were pretty much instant millionaires. They had a record deal for 5 albums. They were guaranteed to make a certain amount. You know, they all got their share, regardless of whether, you know, their records were abysmal in terms of sales or whether, you know, only 20 people turn up to their gigs.
They've worked so hard for it as well. I mean, any begrudgers, I don't think, could do the long working days that they have, and they've had to put everything on hold.
And Karen, the hard work seems to have paid off. As well as earning a fortune through album sales, the lads have been making a mint through their world tours.
They were kind of a bit ahead of their time because 5 years ago, when other bands were more worried about selling records, Westlife made a decision to say, yes, we do want a #1 record each year, but more importantly, we want to be selling out concerts all around the world, and that is how people make money. I mean, Westlife make €1 each per record they sell, but for every gig they perform, they maybe make 40 or 50,000 euro.
So what have the boys been doing with their estimated €8 million fortune each? The group have always wanted a clean living image, and with no scandal as yet, the lads seem not to have been changed by their wealth.
One of the examples of how grounded they are is Nikki and Georgina, with 2 tiny twins, have no nanny and do all the parenting themselves. And I think that's great testament to both of them. They could easily be getting in a bit of help there.
One of the amazing things I remember them doing right at the start of their success was they all bought a fleet of matching red Ferraris. I think Brian actually had a yellow one instead because he had to be different. But the rest of them were happy with the red Ferraris.
After the break,